Happy Saturday. Oh, it's such a beautiful day here. It feels like summer in Seattle. I don't know how we got so lucky, honestly. But it's first thing in the morning and we're getting ready. This hair is insane. I haven't even brushed it yet, but I just did my skincare and I got a new SPF and I really want to try it out right now. I'm thinking that we can use this as a base. I might do like a no makeup sort of a look today. Epicence. How do you pronounce that? Epicence or something like that. I've used a face cleanser from them before for like a really long time. It's a really good one. So I like this brand and it doesn't have any ingredients in it that it's gonna cause breakouts. At least when I checked the ingredients on that like rating sort of scale thing. But Daily Shield Tinted SPF 50. Guys, I'm on a hunt for good SPF again. So I think I ordered like 4 different ones to try, both physical and mineral. But this is the first one to arrive and it is tinted, which I really want like one of each. I want a tinted and a non-tinted because it might be perfect for those days that you just really don't want to wear any makeup. Anyways, let's try. It didn't come like in a specific shade. So this might be like a one shade fits most sort of a situation. Wow. Feels really nice and creamy. Actually, kind of like a mousse without being a mousse. Interesting. It's not gonna do much for my melasma. Nothing ever does. I ended up doing my hydroquinone treatment for my melasma a couple of days ago. So my face is starting to peel as of yesterday. So we'll see how this goes. I really shouldn't be wearing much of anything. I feel like it actually works quite well, the tone of it. If you have more flawless skin without a lot of pigmentation like I do, this may be like super flawless. It doesn't provide any sort of coverage, at least for me. But it's definitely pretty nonetheless. Let's tame down these eyebrows. They're like sticking straight up. There we go, there we go. Let's finally brush. Oh, I might do my hair later, but I don't care right now. Is it gonna be too bright to show it in the light? Oh, does it give me like a little bit of a glow? We need a full laundry today. This is the set that we're wearing. There you go. Maybe I should have you face the light instead. So it's from Aritzia. They came out with these pants and finally a new colorway. I don't know why. They only have this pant in like 4 colors, but they need to have it in like 15 because it's my favorite pant. Hi baby. It feels like a mix between Nulu and Rulu from Lululemon. It's just like really buttery soft. I officially now have this pant in 3 colors, right? But I like this blue. And they also have different tops that you can pick if you wanted to like make it a matching set. And I love this tank. Same fabric as the pants, and it feels like really compressive and soft and amazing on. No shelf bra, but like you don't need to wear a bra with it either. So we got it in 3 colors. Something else, I got a handbag that I'm so excited about. I got it off of Amazon and it is just like my row bag. Actually, let me get it. So here's my row bag, and then here is a lookalike row bag from Amazon. The actual row bag, at least this one, it's more of like a smooth texture. This one has some actual like grain texture to it, but I wanted a light color for just like the summer, but I didn't want to spend the price of another row bag. I mean, this is cute, but it's just so simple that I don't know if it's like worth the price, honestly. So here's another one that looks literally exactly like it. They do have this in other colors too, but it's fully lined. It looks just like the row on the inside. So a little nice little dupe for y'all that I had to share. for this morning. It's been quite nice to sit here. I have the window open, so I've been hearing like just birds chipper and like I feel a little bit of wind and breeze. Such a great way to start the day. I'm about halfway through my latest book that I started. So I'm reading The Never List. You guys, this is actually so good. It's a Why Choose book. I honestly was expecting more spice in it, like for it to be extra spicy, because I feel like a lot of Why Choose books are like that. But yeah, definitely a good balance between the romance and the fantasy. See how it changes on the second half of this book. This is a good time. I highly recommend it. Feel like there might be a next one, but I hate to look up anything about a next book until after I finish the current one, because I would hate for me to find like any spoilers or such. I've had such a busy week. This week was full of work emergencies like every single day. So it feels great to kind of take the day to relax, to chill, to not have any plans. Juan is in New York. He's been in New York for this past week, but he comes back tonight. I think his flight lands about like 8 p.m. or so. Needless to say, I miss him. I'm glad that he's back, but I'm also glad that he's not gonna miss the weekend too. Like, we'll still have Sunday, so we'll see what we get up to tomorrow, but for sure today, before he gets home, I'm really leaning in to doing a whole lot of nothing. We're gonna do a ton of reading. This way I get in a solid day of relaxing without maybe feeling a little bit of guilt for not doing it too much or having him make me feel guilty for anything. A package from Set Active was delivered and I was starting to open it up and I was like, wait a second, I should do a haul video with you guys. So we have a big package right here. Let's open it up. So all of these things I ordered for Set Active's birthday launch, which I think was like 2 weeks ago. Honestly, it kind of took forever to get here. Don't hate me too much because I think that a lot of this is sold out, but I think that they have pre-orders and I think a lot of it is coming back. And nonetheless, it's always fun to do a haul. And if you are curious and Set Active at all, at least this will give you an idea of some of the styles that they have and then how they fit, sizing, and all like that good information. What else do you need, Lovey? What else do you need? She needs some attention right now. Hi, baby. There we go. There we go. Stay here while mommy does this. Okay, I'm gonna take everything out of the packaging and then we will do a try on, but I'll quickly show you everything as I'm taking it out of the packaging. So I got a couple of sweatshirts. We have this one. I ordered this in the like chocolate one, but it sold out fast, but I pre-ordered it because their sweatshirts are actually really good. This nice gray one with a little logo on it. Love this V-neck one. Oh my God, and this green. That's gonna be gorgeous. This like light yellow set. Coming off a little bit more yellow actually on camera, but it's a crop sweatshirt with some like boxer style sweat pants. That is a straight leg. This looks like it's gonna be really low rise. We'll see how that fits. I love me some ankle socks, the shorty socks. So I got them in a few colors, like a bone sort of a color, white, and then this espresso color. I thought I could make like really cute outfits with it and like walking outfits to take gray out. Oh my God, these look tiny. What the heck? Did they change their sizing? This is an extra small. Why does this look like it's for a baby? This sports bra is really cute. I love Set Active sports bras, but I just don't think that they're made for girls that have a larger cup size but like a smaller waist, you know? So I struggle with like sizing up in the sports bras because they don't fit around here in order to get the coverage that I want, you know? And I'll end up explaining everything in more detail once I get it onto like explaining the different fabrics and stuff, because here's like another espresso pair, but this is a different fabric than the other one I just showed you. This one feels very buttery, like aligns. I was able to get this one sports bra in 2 different sizes. So we'll see which one works better. Ooh, some nice buttery soft shorts. Let's see if these ones are see-through or not. The matching sports bra that I got for this one, ended up getting it in 2 sizes. So freaking cute though. I really hope this works out. It's like a double layered sports bra with the espresso. Oh my God. This would look really cute even to like mix match. So you can make it a matching set like this, but even with like the espresso leggings too. Oh yeah. And my leggings are in shorts. And then the last one. This one I know for sure, I mean, should fit. It's like the most coverage, but I love a sports bra that's just kind of like simple and basic like that. Love. Okay, let's try this stuff on. Okay, looks are actually quite deceiving because this is the short that I thought was gonna be way too small. It's very, very, very stretchy. The inseam, surprisingly, is a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. This fabric, though, is their Sport Body, which is the fabric that I had like majority of my sets in. So I don't know if they just changed the length in these ones, but they're very short. They also don't feel like they're extremely high rise. I do right up though. I just did some practice squats. This is also the sports bra in the extra small size. It's lifting a little bit right here. Reference, I'm a 32D cup. So it's very, very booby, but it gives. Like, it's very comfortable. I don't think it's gonna be the most supportive. I think for a reference, let me try on the small since I have it. Here's the small. So surprisingly, the extra small fits me better. Yes, the extra small is tighter. I like the way that this one fits right here because it doesn't like quite squish me, but we're having like the gaping even more so right here, and then also right here. Well, let's see if I tighten it, if that helps. What about now? I love when a sports bra has adjustable straps because it makes it easier to try to find your like specific fit. Okay, that does make it a little bit better. It sits a little bit flatter right here. It does gape just like slightly, but I still don't have the tightness that I want for like my underband support. So I don't see myself doing cardio in an outfit like this, but for lifestyle, it's super freaking cute. But the Sports Body fabric, it's one of like their more durable fabrics. What it closely reminds me of is the Everlux fabric at Lululemon. I mean, Lululemon's the easiest thing for me to compare fabrics to because I feel like it gives me some compression. It's gonna be more durable, but it's really soft like a lines. So I feel like that's a good comparison. This is one of the ways that I really saw myself wearing it was with some bike shorts to go out walking in, have something like a little bit oversized. This is actually quite cute. This is a size extra small and the lettering is all embroidered. If you want this oversized, I would say size up, especially if you want it to be just like more loose right here. But I kind of like being able to go like that. Let's try on this really cute set next. I think I would have loved to size up in the sweatpants since they do sit low rise. They're definitely under my belly button, so that's very low rise. So it would have been nice for this to be just like looser throughout, you know? But it's a very subtle yellow, no? This is a nice like sweatshirt. And the fabric is really lightweight too, so this would be a nice set for the summertime. A better view of the pants so that you can see like the full length. It is still like a little bit long though too. Here's the size small in this sports bra. It fits kind of like loose, again, like right here, and these straps aren't adjustable. So let me try on the extra small. All right, now we're talking. This is snug. I'm not a fan of these shorts though in the light color because they are a bit see-through. Are they double line? No, they're not. I can actually see my fingers. I thought that they were gonna be like a little bit thicker, but I do like the fit of these a lot. Like they sit up more high rise, can you tell? And they feel a little bit longer. I don't know if they really are or not, but they're definitely staying and they're not like moving around. Before I change out of these shorts, let me put on this sweatshirt. I wanna see if this looks cute. Oh, the hair up. Wow, yes. Yes, this is how I love oversized sweatshirts to fit. Do you see how it does not cling around the center here? This gives me OG Aritzia sweatshirts from like 5 years ago. This is nice. This is an extra small too, so naturally you can see it goes very oversized. So either go true to size or size down, depending on maybe, I don't know, how much you want it oversized. But I like the V-neck on it, and it has a cute little logo. Yes, 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 yes. I like the fit of these espresso ones so much more than the first. What is the style name of this again? The Air Luxe. So like this whole really soft, buttery fabric. The sports bra included, and then also the last light color shorts. This is all Air Luxe, which feels just super lightweight, super breathable, very like a Lines, but maybe even more so, like a little bit more lightweight. But these feel like air. Weightless. And I actually like this combination, pairing this sports bra with these shorts. They're super cute. They don't ride up, they actually stay. I like how high-waisted they are. I'm a fan, guys. I'm a fan. I love this one. I feel like I'd rather wear this sweatshirt with black, maybe even like red to lean into the logo, but here we are. Nonetheless, this one definitely fits very different from the other two, it feels like. It is fleece on the inside, so it's still like really soft, but it just doesn't seem like the quality matches the others. Not to say that it's not great. The fit is a little bit longer, that's for sure. This is cute though. I do like the logo on this one. Set Active, get it? I like it. I'm a big fan of gray sweatshirts too. I like the ones I reach for the most. Okay, yep. We knew it, right? We knew that this sports bra was gonna be a winner. Oh, it's so comfortable. This is like a very me outfit. We got the thick straps, we got the full coverage in the front. It fits perfectly with the underbust. It has a nice like little scoop in the back. No notes. I think it's perfect. I did get this in a size extra small as well, so it kind of seems like the verdict is, at least in Airlux, I'm an extra small in both the tops and the bottoms. With Sport Body, that one confuses me because in all of my other colors that I have, I'm an extra small, but this one feels like it fits a little bit tighter, a little inconsistent. And then the tops, I feels like I'm kind of in between as well, but I would lean more towards the extra small, I think. I hope that helps if you guys were at all interested in Set Active. I'll link what I can down below, but at the very least, I'll make sure I'm including the name of the item, the color I got, and the size that I got, because that way you can still have the name if you guys need them. But this was a lot of fun. I would say like my top things out of this whole haul is gonna be this set that I'm currently wearing right now, the Air Luxe in this espresso color. This two-toned double sports bra is also another favorite. And this sweatshirt for sure. As I'm changing back into the clothes that I had on before this haul, I saw these shorts and I still needed to try them on, so I took the opportunity to try them on. I also wanted to show them to you. So this is the same style of jean shorts that I wore on my birthday in like a normal blue denim color. I showed the blue denim version of this in a denim haul video that I posted recently, but when I wore them for my birthday, I was shocked at how much I love them. So before they sold out, I went back and also got them in black, but I am just like digging like a thigh length sort of an option in shorts. They're so comfortable. I went with a size 24 in these, and they are a little bit big right now around the waist, but I have found with the Goldie that when I wash them for the first time, they end up somehow shrinking around the waist and like fitting even better. This outfit looks really weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the tags and I'm gonna wash them, but I just wanted to call them out. If you guys are looking for like a really good denim shorts, it's like a little bit longer. Yes, these are a little pricey, but a Goldie hands down, one of my favorite brands, and they last forever. I've never had a single issue with any of like my Goldie jeans. So yay. For lunch, I went to pick up food from a restaurant called Tan Fang. Woo! I got like this beef fried rice. It's so good. Put some in a bowl. I have no idea why I wore a jacket because it's really hot outside. I'm thinking after lunch, I want to go outside and sit and read. I'll take Gray with me. That'll be a fun time. But first, we chow down. I think I'm gonna have a Coke. So good. Are you excited to go outside in a bit? Wow, when a Diet Coke just hits. Let's see how this is. It's a little spicy too, but like the beef is so tender. What do you got, Edie? You're gonna let me have it? Let me have it. let's make a matcha. I think we're gonna use this one. It's the brand at least, because I've been using this one for like a week straight. It was so nice to sit outside. It's very hot outside. I was trying to keep Gray entertained for a majority of it. I brought just like different balls, different bones. It's like having a child, I imagine. Especially because I was like trying to read right as well, so like I needed my attention on my book, which is getting so much better too. I mean, it already was amazing, but now even more so. Juan was texting me a lot while I was sitting out there. He got on his plane in New York to come back home, right? And I guess he was sitting on the plane for like almost 2 hours. Like, that is crazy. So he was bitching to me and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Something about weather, something about just like backed up flights and like trying to reroute flights. I don't know, but it was just like a long line of planes trying to take off. So he's gonna be home much later than anticipated tonight, unless somehow magically they can make up time, because you know sometimes I feel like flights can make up time. I don't know how you can make up from a 2 hour delay, but I don't know. From the time that I was like sitting outside, he was about to board, and then the entire time I was outside, he hadn't even taken off yet. And then as I was getting ready to go, like 30 minutes or so before I was ready to come back inside, he was like, okay, we're officially taking off. I was like, wow, that's actually crazy. Some chocolates too. On top of my amazing freaking birthday present, Juan also ended up getting me some of my favorite chocolates. He's just the sweetest. So while I was gone, I'm trying to do some damage on them because we obviously share them. Surprisingly, I'm nice enough to share them. Okay, baby, let's put this on. Let's put this on. Now the leash. Okay, we're gonna take Gray for a walk now. It's like 7:30 p.m. and I was almost falling asleep there. I wanted to take a nap, but I was like, you know what? No, let's take Gray out. She woke me up so early today, like before 7 o'clock, and I didn't go to bed till I think like 1 a.m. or so. I'm feeling pretty tired today, to be honest, but it's all right. I'll try to sleep in tomorrow morning, right, baby? Because Dad will be home, so maybe he'll help. He'll help me with you, right? But it's a really, really hot day. So put on these shorts from Lululemon, and then I put a sports bra underneath this just to give me a little bit more support for walking. And then I'm just gonna keep flip-flops on because it's hot and I don't want to wear sneakers. Okay, let's go. Let's go. For dinner, I picked up katsu burger. Such a good place. I'm so excited. And I'm watching F1 Academy, like women drivers. I was gonna watch Ginny and Georgia because finally, years. Feels like it's been years. I've been waiting for a new season, but there's another season of Ginny and Georgia, which is a really good show. It's on Netflix. I watched episode 1 yesterday, and I was gonna watch episode 2, but then I saw this and I love Formula 1, and I wanted to see what the F1 Academy was all about. Look at Oliver lounging. He typically lays right there when he's really hot. I'm gonna change my katsu burger. It's a breaded beef patty. You can do pork, you can do chicken or whatever, but I always do the beef. So good. And their fries are amazing. And we got some Japanese mayo to dip it with. Countdown. Countdown begins until Juan gets home. Anybody else eat the fries? Or like a main entree that has like a main part and then like sides? What do you eat first? Do you eat the main, so like the burger first and then do the fries? Do you just quickly alternate between the two? Or do you fully eat the side before even starting on the burger? I'm definitely the latter. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like I have to eat all or a majority of the fries before I even start on the burger. I don't know why that is. I mean, the fries get cold the fastest, it feels like. And I don't like eating cold fries. Maybe that's it. It is just straight up summer today. I don't know where this came from. I'm not complaining. It's so nice. It just became noon and it's already over 80 degrees. That's crazy. So it's Sunday. Juan is back and he is currently out taking Gray for a walk. When he gets back, we're gonna figure out lunch. But before he gets back, I wanted to quickly run through all of the books that I read in May. I love doing a recap and I love sharing with you guys just all of the books that I read. See if this helps give you a couple of ideas if you haven't yet read any of these books. And then I also actually wanted to touch on the books that I intend to read for the month of June. I thought that might be kind of fun and cool to give you a peek into what I'm thinking like my vibe is gonna be for this month. But okay, let's talk about these ones. Forgot I finished this one. So I read 10 books for the month of May. There is 3 books missing from this because I read them on Kindle. But this was a solid month. Was it 3 or 4 of these books I actually gave 5 stars? Let's go in order. I changed the camera angle. I think this one's a little bit better. So I started the month reading Enchantra. This is the second book of this series from Kaylee Smith. The first one is Phantasma. This was a wonderful adventure. I started the month strong because I rated this 5 stars. This is a book that I just genuinely enjoyed. I devoured it from the start and I was really sad when this ended. I fell in love with all of the characters in this. The plot of this just made it such like an easy, fast-paced, bingeable read. And the thing that I wasn't expecting about this is that it kind of did give off the same vibes as Phantasma. I was wondering if the author was going to take this book and just go in a completely different direction, but this was still like games and trials based. And I thought that that was a bold move to do that like both books, but it played out very well. The male main character in this, his name is Rowan. I folded instantly, guys. He is a shadow daddy and every single thing that came out of his mouth just had me grinning so much and it had me just smiling like out loud. Ugh. And then the female main character in this, Genevieve, she is just like the anti-damsel in distress sort of a character that I just like love to see. She wasn't like perfect by any means, like a really strong, thinks she knows everything sort of like a female main character, if that makes sense. But she was just like so fierce and like so fiery that yeah, I just really wanted even more. Die Around was the second book that I read for this month. This was also our book club book of May. Wow. Wow. 2 5-star books back to back. Like how could I get so lucky? This book at the beginning definitely gave off like Fourth Wing vibes. Instead of being bonded with dragons, you're bonded to dire wolves. And so there was like a trials component that is very similar to Fourth Wing, but it wasn't like too closely related where it took away from the storyline and like the only thing I could think about was Fourth Wing. It definitely held its own and the world building in this is so strong and so captivating, and I love just like the mix of magic and dire wolves. The pacing of this was just so tight. There was so many reveals throughout this whole book. It's not like you're waiting till the very end for like one big massive payoff and reveal. Like you had tons of little ones throughout like the whole read, and everything was revealed in just like the right way with the right timing for like the right impact. This is one of those books where like you think you might know, but like you really have no idea. It's such a fun ride, and needless to say, I am so freaking excited for book 2. Book 2 was supposed to come out in July, but it was pushed like a whole year practically. She's an indie author, but she got picked up by a publisher, so naturally damage to my soul for making me wait so long. And I think that the 3rd book was also supposed to come out this year, but I think we have to wait till like 2027 for that. Like it's so sad. Don't know what happened to my voice just then. I swear I wasn't about to cry. But it's killing me that I need to wait for book 2 to find out even more about one of the male main characters. I don't want to give anything away. Like, oh, it was just like the appetizer in book 1, and I need the meal, you know? Next, I went into the entire off-campus series from Elle Kennedy, starting with The Deal. I only have 2 of them in a physical copy. The remaining 3 I read on my Kindle. This is all on Kindle Unlimited. I was just like dipping my toes in with this first book. I kept seeing like so much being mentioned about it, and I kind of go back and forth on like contemporary romances. Sometimes they just like don't land and like don't hit the way that like I really want them to. But this is like such like a guilty pleasure sort of a series. It definitely had me just reminiscing about my own college days, which was just so fun. It's also a hockey romance at that, so every guy in each of these books is a hockey player at this university, and all of the characters in each of the books just like have their own things going on, their own traumas, their own things to like work out, but then you're mixing everything with romance. That just makes them so easy to read. This first one is with Hannah and Graham. This one was fantastic, and I loved specifically in this one that there wasn't any like super unnecessary drama. I hate drama just for the sake of drama. For the second one, The Mistake, oof, the banter in this one is so good. The third one is The Score, and I probably think that one is my favorite of this entire series. Something about Dean. Ooh, I think I'm just always a sucker for like a reformed bad guy that just now has like a single tracked mind, you know? The next one was The Goal, and Sabrina, who's the female main character in that. Wow, the most in suffering. Honestly, I think that book is rated the lowest out of all of them for me. Something about her was just so infuriating and so annoying. I tried so hard to love her and to see like from her point of view, but I caught myself way too many times like yelling, like actually yelling out loud at her through the book. Tucker, who's the guy in that one, like he carried that book completely. And then the very last book is The Legacy, which realistically is just like 4 little mini novellas in one book, an additional epilogue, if you will, of each of the 4 books, just to like really pretty much wrap it up and put a pretty little bow on it. I don't know if it was necessary, but if you just can't get enough of like this whole world and you just wanted like a little bit more, I think it's a fun book to read. Dove back to fantasy after that with Heavenly Bodies. Can we just take a moment? 5 stars. Easily 5 stars for me, personally. This was such a beautiful story to me, and I just feel like it was so beautifully written as well. This was pulling on all of my emotions. Like by the end, I was actually crying, and I can count on one hand the amount of books that have actually made me cry. It was actually pretty fast paced. You got reveal after reveal after reveal in like the perfect moments. There was just so much deep meaning in this, and I mean, the female main character, she's her own shadow daddy, okay? It's such a good love story. I cannot wait for the second book. It's releasing later this year, but this is just like a world of celestial magic. You got stars. Oh, it was such a good time. And then my month ended with the first 2 books of Crescent City. So we have House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath. Yes, I still don't have the titles memorized. This was quite the undertaking. Like this is like 1,600 pages combined. Wow. I feel like I'm still trying to compile my thoughts about both of these books. Needless to say though, I really feel like it should be a movie. It was such an incredible read, and I listened to the Audible at the exact same time as reading both of these books. And I know, like I said, that these are really long, but like weirdly enough, they don't feel that long. And they both just developed into being something so much more than like what I thought that they were going to be. This is a world that is so easy to get like just fully immersed in. And it's nothing like Sarah J. Maas's other books too. Like this is like very modern world. We got technology. It isn't what I thought and expected it to be. It was just like so much better. And I know I still have one more book to go, but I feel like I'm just gonna call it now. I feel like the way that I'm gonna be ranking Sarah J. Maas's series is Throne of Glass is like my #1 position. Then I think Crescent City is gonna be #2, and I think ACOTAR is gonna be #3. Wild. And can we just talk about, without necessarily talking about it because I don't want to give anything away, but like how book 2 ended? Criminal. Like I cannot believe it. My mouth was on the floor. Juan, you can attest to this. Did I not like come up to you after the ending of the second book and I was like, wait, what? like freaking out. He's saying yes over there. And I don't know how I'm holding myself back, but I haven't yet started the last book. These were like a commitment, you know, and I just like needed to take a breather for a second before diving into like that last one. So that wraps up all of the books for May. But like I said, I thought it'd be really fun to chat about the books that I intend and really want to read for June. So when I was rearranging my bookcase again a couple of days ago, what I did is I put like right here on this shelf my like June TBR. I thought it'd be kind of fun to pull out all of the books ahead of time and just like put them in one spot, one dedicated spot in my bookcase, so that way I don't have like choice fatigue. Like I feel like I'm overwhelmed with the amount of books that I really want to read, that this way I'm kind of like prioritizing some in a way. Now, by no means do I need to stick to this, but I feel like it helps give me like a sense of direction. So let me grab them. This might be pretty ambitious, so we'll see how we do. So we already know the book that I'm currently reading now, The Never List. So that is one. I've also already finished a couple because, I mean, we're already like a week or two into June, naturally. But I finished these two books. So Barbed Wire Hearts, which is like a dark cowboy romance, I feel like is how I'd classify it. And then the second is Meet Me at the Lake. What I've decided is that there's a lot of books on my shelf that I just own for a really long time, but then I keep getting new books and reading those first. So what I want to do is at least dedicate one book a month to grabbing like one of like my older books that I haven't yet read, so that way I know that I'm finally starting to tackle it. This is one of them, which actually leads perfectly into wanting to read One Golden Summer. They are not related, they are standalones, but it is the same author and it kind of does still give like that same contemporary romance, but like a summer romance, like sort of a read. And now that we're in summer, I thought that these might be fun to read this month. Of course, I want to try to finish Crescent City, so we have the last book on my list. And then the rest are also fantasy. So the book club book of the month is going to be Shield of Sparrows. So I'm going to be starting this one fairly soon. I'm really excited to read this one. I've heard literally nothing but great things about it. The next one that I'm for sure going to read this month is The Night and the Moth from Rachel Gilling. So this is a new release that launched at the end of May. I'm a massive fan of every book, two, that I've read from her so far. The Shepherd King duology, ooh, that was one of my top 2 reads of like this entire year so far. So I am very excited to dive into this, and I've also heard already some really good things about this one. And the last two I need to figure out because both of these are series. One series is longer than the other. So this has been on my list for a while, so I desperately want to tackle it. But on Wings of Blood, it's a 2-book series so far. I have the second one back here as well. So this might be fairly quick to get through, just like both of them. And then I finally have Guild on this TBR. So this is the Plated Prisoner series. It is a 6 book series, and I'm wondering if it's time to start a new series at the end of this month, if I want to do that or not. I also feel like I need to tell myself that just because I start one book in the series, it doesn't mean that I need to read every single one of them back to back. I can kind of like space it out and maybe put like another book in the middle, but you know, naturally I feel like I just need to read them all back to back. So we'll see. This one is going to be like the very last book of the month if I get to it. Actually, opening it up and looking at it, this doesn't look like that many words on each page. Maybe it is pretty easy to tackle. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you kind of like seeing a sneak peek into what I kind of want to read this month, but also recapping all the books that I read last month. I'll make sure I am listing every single one of these books down below for you so that it's easy to look at. Now I need to put all these books away. You guys, I lost a nail yesterday. I'm thinking I'm not going to put it back on. I'm just going to wait for maybe another one to fall off, but I think it's time to switch these nails for something different. Let's put these away though. Here, I want to show it to you really quickly. So I put the pile on this bookcase. So this is a bookcase where we have all the red books up top. These ones over here are just like for aesthetics, for looks really, but obviously I can read them too, but they're more classics. Then decor, and then 2 more shelves of books that are on my TBR. So we got fantasy and then romance on that bottom shelf. But yeah, I thought it would be kind of fun to like put these aside, have their own section for them. So every time I'm ready, I can just come up here and look and see what kind of book I want to read. So it's like mood reading, but not, because I've already like narrowed down my list for this month, you know? This is kind of fun. I want to try this out for a little bit. Great, you can start putting them in here. And then we'll just need to cut up, I think, 2 pickles. And then let's see how it goes. We're gonna make a tuna sandwich and Juan's helping me with putting it together. We have the tuna already in the bowl, and then we cut up some cucumber in place of celery. I typically do celery, and then we got red onion. We're gonna do an avocado just to add like some creaminess to it. I feel like that tastes really good. Pickles, of course.
2 big ones?
Yeah. Do you think a little bit more cucumber? We'll see what it looks like when it's all mixed. Oh, yes. Isn't it just so satisfying? Babe, this is the emoji. Pretty good.
Yes.
Added pickles and avocado. Let's mix this all together roughly. Pepper, some onion powder, and then mayonnaise and mustard. I'm gonna eyeball it though because I don't really know how much. The tuna can have sea salt already in it, so for right now I'm not adding any more salt because I want to see what it tastes like all mixed together first because I don't want to get it too salty. Look at that, babe. Already looking pretty creamy.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Are we ready for the bread?
I think so. Just need to taste a bit.
This bread is going to be really small.
Mmm. Here, tell me what it needs more of. I didn't put any salt in it yet.
Delicious.
Do you want me to change anything?
No.
Add anything? No?
I mean, I'd probably put some spicy.
Or like sauce yourself?
Yeah, but I'll do it. Wow.
No salt or anything, right?
Really good.
Thank you.
Good job.
This is gonna be one hell of a sandwich. So we got some ciabatta bread, but as you can see the slices, it's a pretty thin loaf. So we might need to do multiple sandwiches. Or do you want it to be like two? Or do you want it to be like this?
Sandwich.
You're not gonna be able to fit much on it.
That's fine, we are going to make many sandwiches. Bueno.
This is mine.
But it's going to overflow.
I'm not gonna do it as a sandwich. I'm gonna do it as like a
Toast.
toasty. So that way I can get more. This looks tasty. And then Juan put some hot sauce on his, but he wants his to be a sandwich. There you go, babe. Have a little taste. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is good.
How is it?
It's really good. We're on a mission to finish this book. I think I have less than 30 pages left. We got the matcha ready, and we're gonna power through, and we're gonna do this. I pulled this book out because I'm thinking I might want to start this next, just to space out the fantasy a little bit, and then after this maybe get to the book club book. It's either this or the book club book, but I feel like this is like a palate cleanser. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it might be the right timing, but we'll see. Let's do a little snack. A little candy snack. Babe, I busted out the mic.
Hello.
Hi. So we decided to go for a little evening walk. It's starting to cool down a bit, but it's still very spicy hot. I guess I shouldn't show that. She's pooping. We're gonna walk to the lake, which all in all, it's like an hour and a half. So it'll be a nice little walk for us. It's gonna be sweating. But we're thinking maybe about stopping and getting like a Starbucks or coffee for Juan or like an ice cream or something like that. We'll see what we end up being in the mood for. By the way, I finished the book. Oh my God. The second one's not coming out for like another year. That cliffhanger, I don't know how to feel about it. I need like 3 business days to process, I think.
Yeah.
It's all dead. Passion fruit and ube. Passion fruit's really good. Verdict on this sunscreen though, by the way, now that I've worn it for 2 days in a row, I'm actually liking it. Mind you, I've been wearing it all day. Sure, SPF you should like reapply, but I kind of used it as like a base and I did put some makeup over top of it. I was expecting to kind of be like an oily mess by the end of the day because I typically am, but I don't feel like I am any greasier, oilier than usual, you know? And it's actually holding up really well under makeup. So I'm gonna keep testing it out and see how it does, at least for like the first 2 days. I don't think it's broken me out at all. Sometimes that happens with SPF. That's why it's really hard for me to find one. I do have a zit kind of popping up over here. Maybe one right here. I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna keep wearing it and see what happens. Babe, it says it's complete.
Okay.
System transfer complete. Juan went and picked up his new Nintendo Switch. Are you excited to play with it now? Boys and their toys. I was asking him, I was like, how many more of these devices do you need?
All of them.
He needs all of them. I was like, there's ones that you don't even use. Babe, when was the last time you touched the, what's it called?
TBR?
Yeah, the VR one.
Yes, sir. Do you have any other questions?
That's a lie.
I never lie.
So you used it when you were on your flight or in New York, but like from afar.
Yes.
That's how you used it?
Yes.
Interesting.
Any other questions?
Yeah, tons. How did you make that possible?
Did you never reveals?
I call bullshit. That's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
The Switch, in comparison, like that's massive. Well, have fun with that. Feeling like I'm probably gonna skip dinner. I'm not very hungry, especially after having some ice cream. But I'm gonna sit over here and I think I'm gonna pick up my next book. And I think I'm gonna give this one a go. See how we like it. At first though, I need to get better about this. I want to write down my thoughts about the book that I finished first, like my first initial thoughts. I want to get it written down so that way I don't forget, because I do like to do book reviews on all of the books that I read. I just realized I didn't put my Oura ring back on after I got out of the shower. I washed my body once we got back from the walk.